Today's Saturday. We're out here across the road fixing an electric fence right now. These heifers, they're 7, 8 months old. Maybe even a couple of them are 6 months old. And for whatever reason, they like to destroy fences. And then they know once they get them bumped or something like that to short out against a barbed wire fence. The boundary fences are all barbed wire along the road and neighbor's property. So they get up into them a little bit and get them to touch barbed wire and short out the electricity. And then once they get them to short out, then they just tear them up and pull them all down and actually pull the pins on the insulators. And so this has been going on for a little while, and I finally have enough time right now to try to fix it, so that's what we're doing. Plan is to get it hotter than hell, and then that way when they touch it, they won't want to touch it again. Case, come here. So over here across the road is it's 30 acres, and we got it cut off into 6 different fields. And right now they're going all over all 6 of them. So I got Case helping me. He's driving the Ranger for me. So we'll get all this straightened out, and it's just, wire in a mess and stuff like that. And I think what started it was some dogs chasing them, and then they quickly realized that when they destroyed a fence that they would short it out the electricity. So yeah, so we'll get it all fixed up. No.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hi.
No, just keep driving.
Shut your door.
I'm fine. Safety? Why, you crazy driver?
Yes. Reckless driver.
You're a reckless driver?
Yeah. Are we supposed to be right here?
Yeah, keep driving straight. I don't know why you're veering off. You need to go that way. Brakes, you just roll those stop. Alright, we went and got the fence fixing trailer. It's just a little old trailer, just whatever. It's kind of a mess right now, but I haven't built any fence in about 6 months, so but this is a big enough mess that I'm gonna need it. Especially so I'm going to have to repair a couple sections of fence that got completely destroyed. So,
even this?
Yeah, they broke a wood post. I'll have to replace that later. But right now I need the spinning Jenny. I need a little extra wire. So, Case, come here.
Yeah.
Can you hold the camera? Alright, so some of this wire is old wire that before I knew better. And this is actually 14 gauge wire. It's pretty flimsy. If you were going to build some electric fence, I would highly suggest using 12.5 gauge wire. It's much more stronger, a lot better, carries a lot more juice, and all that good stuff. So I thought I had a kink somewhere. Alright, so you take your wire and you bend it back over the top of itself. Like so. You take your other wire, and then go under. Come closer. Okay. Go under, like that.
Over.
So you'd go under, and then back over your first loop. And you come out here, and you go under, and then back around and over and through. And it makes a figure 8 knot.
Kind of looks like a pretzel.
Yeah, looks like a figure 8 knot. And then when we pull tight, it'll cinch down on each other, and then we can wrap the ends of the wire and make a nice smooth connection. So now we gotta go down a few hundred feet or so and unroll this wire. Get it.
What is it doing?
It's unrolling. Alright, so we unrolled some new wire. The old wire is laying here. And then it goes off in that mud hole, and it's in a big, huge rat's nest right there. So that's why we went ahead and put new wire in. Just throw away this old wire. Alright, so cut our new wire loose. We pull a little slack out of it. Bend it over the same way.
Get the old one.
Yeah. Run our old wire through. That's fine, we got plenty of extra, so do this. Over, under, or what is it? Under, over. Under, over. So we pulled out our new wire and we got it stretched out, or not stretched out, but laid out, and then spliced into the old wire here, same as we did on the other side. And what we're going to do now is go ahead and go down to that corner and come back and check it and make sure it's all good, and then we'll tighten it up. So the fence is good all the way now, and right here where the new 12.5 inch or 12.5 gauge wire is, we're going to put a wire tightener. And all you do is you slip the wire through here and then wrap it, and it pulls from both ways. So you try to get in the center of get a center spot of the fence that you're doing. Put it in like that. And you just start wrapping it. Can't do it same from the side. We're starting to get it up off the ground now. So after you get it wrapped up, you have plenty of wire on the wire tightener, and then you just stick the pin in wherever. See, it's got holes all the way around. So you just stick the pin in wherever you need it to be to hold it tight, and so the pin holds the wire just like that right there. And then whenever you lay your wire out, just lay it out, tie it onto your ends. Say it was a brand new fence, you tie it on that end, you pull it out, tie it on the other end, leave it loose. Put this wire tightener on and pull it tight, and leave the slack, not a whole lot of slack. You just want to get it kind of somewhat hand tight when you lay the wire out. And then you tighten it up with that and leave your slack in there. And that way if this fence ever breaks, you come pull that pin and you have some slack just to retie it and fix it, instead of having to go get another piece of wire and making 2 or 3 splices. Right there. Alright, so Heifers must have pulled the pin, somebody's seen it and just stuck a stick in there to hold the wire up. And then, so obviously if the wire falls out and is touching the T-post, it's going to short it out. So we're just going to put a new insulator on. They just snap on the T-post. You got your pin, put your wire in the slot, stick your pin in, and there you go. Alright, so now that we've pulled tight, that's not quite a figure eight. Some reason, sometimes when I tie them, I get this loop, which is just fine, but it's not quite a figure eight. So what you do here, I already did this side, but what you do on this side is just take your pliers and hold right here, and then hang on, okay. You take this wire, you bend it like so to make a handle. And then you wrap it 3 times. Turn your handle, and you snap it right off. And that makes a nice smooth connection to where, you know, if you're ever walking down the fence and you got your hand on it, you're not going to snag your hand if a cow or a calf comes by, and she's not going to get a piece of wire stuck in the eye or anything like that. So yeah, we still got to go do that other side where I made that first connection. Pick all my pieces of wire up. Yeah, because all you're doing is just walking around in the mud. So now you have to walk. See ya.
No.
So now we're just driving down the backside and seeing if anything's wrong with it. If it's touching bob wire or anything like that. On the fence along that side, along the neighbors, that's an older fence, and the T-posts are facing away from us, so we got the back side of the T-post. I tried insulators that had a funny looking deal to wrap around the post, but they didn't last very long. So now we have T-posts just, well, I think down the whole thing there's about 6 T-posts holding the wire up. And then on this side of the fence, I might have been his age when this fence got built, so 7 or 8, and I remember helping my dad put clips on. So anyway, we have these offset deals here for the electric fence, and it keeps it a good foot away from the barbed wire. But every now and then, if your fence is a little loose, you get heifers that'll bump it and then get it over, and then it'll snag the barbed wire, you know, just hook it. Just like that down there. Anyway, so you want to make sure that these stay nice and tight and you have these spaced out correctly. I probably have them a little too far wide, but that ain't that big of a deal, I guess. Yeah, so we'll keep checking this fence out, see if there's anything wrong with it, and then just keep making our way around. See, right here is what I was talking about, where the electric fence gets wrapped around the barbed wire. It just gets knocked over and catches the barbs. It's an easy fix, but when it gets hooked like that, then it shortens your fence out, and then they can do whatever they want. So the back fence, we got the barbed wire. Had to fix this piece and get the electric fence all straightened up. Yeah, so the back fence is good. Now we gotta work on this other side along the road over here. So me and Case, we got all the outside fences back up and got them hot, and we came over here and we got the one short cross fence done that splits the There's 3 fields on each side of the lane. So we got the back left and the back right. Got them 2 split back in half, but we still got 4 long cross fences to work on and 6 gates to fix back up that these punk blankety blank heifers messed up. So right now we're reading, put a new battery on the charger and everything. We're reading at 6.0, 6.2 kinetic volts. So that should teach them, hopefully, if they can be taught. I don't know. Every now and then you get a group of heifers that are like free grazers, just do whatever they want, figure out loopholes and stuff. I think some of them figured out that they can bite down on the little lip of the insulator pin and pull it out, and then the wire falls on the ground, and then they can jump over or whatever. But we got a few wood posts to replace that got broke. Just probably another afternoon's worth of stuff to get done over here, and it should all be back to normal. But it's a little after 6 o'clock now, so we're just gonna wrap up a few little things and then head back up to the house. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Don't forget to view.
Don't forget to what?
View.
View?
Yeah.
Well, if they watch that part, they viewed it. You mean don't forget to ring the bell?
Yeah, don't forget to ring the bell.
Yeah. Alright, we'll see ya.